Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Flip or Miss. Flip or Miss. Today we're at the wonderful, beautiful Brook Drive house. Isn't it gorgeous? Today we're going to be flipping or missing this house. I'm so excited to finally be doing a multi-story house. Up until this point, as many of you know, we've only been doing crack dens and burnouts, so I'm very excited to finally do something that has a kitchen. So for this house, we have a budget of $16 and a few Egg McMuffins I found in the backseat of my RAV4. So I'm really excited. How about you, Jeff? What do you think? Jeff! Sorry about that, guys. Jeff gets a little wild sometimes when he gets excited. I'm so excited to be doing this house. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode of Flip or Miss. So here we have the kitchen. I'm really excited to do the kitchen because the kitchen's my favorite part of the house. I really like the countertops, and I hope to salvage those when we redo it. They had a lot of potential in the kitchen. So what I was thinking was, we're going to use the natural light from the windows in the back. And we're going to use like a rosewood or like an oak finish on the cabinets so that we can just really bring out the natural beauty of the house. I'm really excited to do this kitchen, guys. Really excited. Alright, let's move on to the next room. The dining room. Here we have the dining room. I'm really excited to do this one as well. I feel like if we put a little bit of art on the walls, give it a nice centerpiece, and maybe even redo some of the light fixtures, we could really bring out the potential in this room. So, this one's going to be a keeper. Here we have the main floor bedroom. I really want to renovate this space in particular. The best part of the house is the bedroom. If you can get a real grand spanking new bedroom, you can sell a house. Put a nice big bed in there, put some artwork up on the walls, put a couple TVs in there, make sure they can't hear the screams from outside. You got a ring-ding, house seller. Let's move on to the next room, the bathroom. It's bathroom time. Now the bathroom itself was a little weird. It's a little tricky. It was definitely the most challenging part of this house. As you can see here, the toilet was just really out of line and it was constantly making this horrible noise. It just sounded like grating metal on sand and gunshots. I don't know what it was, but we got it to stop because Jeff did his thing with the toilet. The shower was really crusty. They put duct tape over everything, so it was just like this gross mildew mess. But I think we can really spiffy this one up. I think just look at this. Look at the piece. There's a lot of potential in here, and I really think we could do some great stuff with this bathroom. So let's move on to the upstairs now. The upstairs is its own little entity. I don't really know what we're gonna do with this one, but I think we can make it work. Pressure. Pressure in the upstairs is so much.
we're back to see the finished project. After Jeff did some of his world-famous renovating, we can finally go back through the house to see what our masterpiece is going to look like. Starting off in the kitchen, we can see that all of our hard work is really paid off. I really like what we did with the cabinets, and I think we really opened up the floor plan to let a lot of that natural light in. We weren't able to salvage the countertops, which was kind of a bummer, but we got a discounted price when we sold my kids on the black market, so that way I could purchase these beautiful, beautiful chandeliers. Moving on to the dining room. The dining room was fun to mess around with. We changed some of the light fixtures and messed around with a few different table styles, but we finally settled on this, and I think the next people who own this home are really going to love it. Next up was the bedroom. The bedroom was a bit of a challenge. There were raccoons in the ceiling, and there was some asbestos in the walls. But we just took out our Tide cleaning pods, stuck those in the drywall, and we got some 12 gauges and cleared out the raccoons, no problem. I think the next house owners are... How can I try to explain? Next up was the bathroom. This one was its own little set of challenges. Even though it was such a small space, we had so much to overcome, but I think there was a lot of stuff that we did right here. Although at times it was pretty difficult to hear Jeff over the cries of the damned, and it was a little difficult to get the nails into the studs, I think what our finished product looks like is pretty fine. Not gonna lie, I'd smash. Finally, the upstairs. The upstairs was my favorite part of the renovation. I had so much fun renovating the upstairs. The next homeowners of this house will love the upstairs. They'll spend all their time in the upstairs. Everyone should spend some time in the upstairs.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed renovating my first multi-story house. We had some ups and downs. The bathrooms were a little bit of a challenge, and the upstairs, well, we won't talk about that a little indiscretion. But overall, I think it was a positive experience, and we only had to use 3 of the extra large chicken McNuggets that we got found in the backseat of my RAV5. So, I would say this is a positive learning experience, and I'm glad we got to do it. So don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Flip or Miss. See you guys later. No, other way.